Okay, so I made quite a mess pulling everything up, but we have everything. Okie dokie. Hi, Plenty friends! Welcome back to another new Plenty video. I hate saying that, but for some reason it rolls up pretty good out of my mouth, out of the tongue. So, today I was not gonna post a video because I was just like, David, no one gives a damn. But then I remembered one of y'all to ask me to share you guys my philodendron collection. And I was like, you know what? Hell yeah, let me go ahead and make myself an iced coffee. I had to like DIY because my iced coffee machine broke, like the $20 one from Walmart. So I just brewed some coffee and I just filled up my cup with a bunch of ice and I poured it and I literally have my own iced coffee. And to be honest, it's not bad. It's not bad. Oh my gosh. It's pretty good. And then on top of that, as I was looking around to pull up my philodendrons, I've noticed that two things. A lot of plants are thirsty. I have been not watering my plants, all of them, for 3 to 4 days. And the inside, it looks okay. It can survive. Like I think that's usually like, you know, the length you're supposed to wait a little bit in a lot of these plants in my conditions. On the balcony though, girl, on the balcony, a lot of plants are suffering. I don't see a lot of damage, but I see a lot of, you know, a lot of wilting. And I'm like, I'm sorry, baby, I'm gonna go ahead and water you. But I did water some plants 2 days ago in the balcony, but it's the balcony, it's a south-facing side, and there's been a lot of air recently, which feels really, really nice. But it dries out the plants pretty fast. And some of them were hanging, and you can kind of see a little bit. But today, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my entire philodendron collection. I am actually really, really excited, and I'm really happy that one of y'all requested that. I don't always get requests, but that was really, really cool. Somebody asked me that, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me go ahead and show you my philodendrons. I did not know. I know I had quite an amount, but I didn't know I had so many different varieties, and they look really, really, really good. I have my computer with me, because some of these, I don't know their names, and some people hate me for that. But yet again, I don't know some of the anonymity, whatever, some of the parts on the plants, okay? I don't know sometimes their actual, like their specific name, okay? But I do know how to make them thrive. I do know how to propagate them, and I do know how to succeed with them. And when they're close to death, I know how to bring them back. So, I think that's the most important thing. I am street smarts, not book smarts, babes. This is a lot through experience. So we're gonna go one by one. Some of them are duplicates because I have propagated them and I just love them so much. And I cannot wait to go ahead and show you how I propagate. Philodendrons, all of them are basically almost the same, to be honest. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start. Let me take another sippy. How was your day, by the way? Happy weekend. It's Saturday. I hope everyone's having a good time right now. Excuse me. Okay. I don't know where to start. As y'all saw, there's so much around us, but I guess we can just go like that. Let's just go do that. So the first one is going to be my pink princess philodendron. And this one had 2 plants. I propagated it because I wanted it to get more bushy, and that's exactly what happened. You can see where I chopped it from, and then it put out multiple shoots, and I'm gonna get a nice bushy looking plant. It has some beautiful variegation. Some might call it galaxy. I hate that. I don't really think that's a thing, and I hate saying that because I know some people have paid hundreds of dollars for a galaxy philodendron. Girl, I mean, I do know philodendrons go based off their genetics and variegation. Some plants go based off temperature, some go based off their genetics, and some just go based off their environment, like just how much light they're getting and all that good stuff, right? The pink princess I know goes based off genetics. So if you have one that has low variegation, there's a very, very high chance. It's not impossible. I've heard stories, but a lot of the time it's what you're stuck with. That's why. So I guess I can see the galaxy going on, but I just think like you just got lucky. I got this one for $15 at the Home Depot a couple months back. Yeah, a couple months back, and I just fell in love with it. I was like, wow. And this one has taught me a lot, just the entire plant in general, because This used to be thousands of dollars before COVID, and now you can get it for like 15 bucks. Literally this with 2 plants at the Home Depot. So I'm not gonna go crazy. There's a lot of plants on my wish list that I want so bad, but I'm gonna wait for it to be tissue cultured, and that's a whole different dilemma. A lot of people have, you either love it or you hate it. I love it because there's no reason for a plant to be the price of a rent. It's supposed to be a really, really fun hobby, and I know, say this is a whole different video that I don't know, but long story short, if this plant's not gonna heal me from cancer, it should not be worth that's dramatic, 4 digits. Because there are some plants that I want, but they're in the 4 digits. And actually there's one that I've seen recently, and it's still out there. It's gonna be tissue cultured for sure. It's 5 digits, and you guys can guess. If anybody guesses it correctly, I'll pen it in the comment section. I'll give you a hint. It's white. It's part of the name. So yeah, it's literally insane. And I know it's gonna be tissue cultured because you can usually tissue culture anything. A lot of the time, you just gotta find like the recipe right for like the secret gel. And then yeah. So, and there's a very big demand. Everybody wants this. I'll give you another hint. Monstera. Everybody wants it, and then that specific genus is also very, very popular. So I can see them literally producing this, and I can see it like in the big box stores, or maybe in some nice nurseries or like plant shops having it for tissue culture within like 5 years. I'm calling it, to be honest. Maybe even sooner, I don't really know. But this plant is still being very hyped up. So there's that. Next one, we're gonna use a computer because I believe I have all of the species. I did, and I do. I can show you guys my receipts. I know that one of them comes from Gabriella's plants, actually 2 of them. But yeah, one of them comes from them, and I bought it directly from them. Because it's like licensed, you can look it up. It's very complicated, like it's like basically patent. So I believe the one that I have over here that I have propagated, you're not supposed to propagate, but basically you can propagate it, I believe. Then I can sue you, girl. If you're doing it for yourself and only to grow your collection or to have a backup in your collection because you paid so much money for it, or just to make your pot fuller. I did it for plant insurance, having a backup. Oh my god. And then to make my plant fuller, and you're gonna see how full this plant is. It is so stunning and beautiful. So yeah. Yeah, but you're not supposed to sell. You need permits and all that crazy. You need permission, right? So basically, it is. Where are you? So there's a silver stripe, there's a cream splash, there's a Rio, and there's a Gabby. I have bought all 4. As I was looking through them, I have noticed that it's kind of iffy. So the one, excuse me, I believe. The ones from Gabriella Plants for sure is the Gabby, which I have that one. I actually have propagated it and I only have 2. Yeah, they're really tiny. And then the other one is the Rio, I believe. Let me see, let me just double check, let me fact check. Can you propagate Rio? Okay, maybe not Rio. Let's put, maybe it's a silver streak, like doo-doo, or like what? Silver stripe. Okay, maybe not that one. It's the cream. It's not the cream splash. It's either the silver stripe or the. Let me see. I think it was a Real, to be honest. Crap. Is Real Philodendron patent? Huh. Maybe it is Real, but I thought it was from Gabriella's plants, but it says it's according to the sprouts. This means that created it. Okay, well, let me see. Maybe it is. I should have done more research, to be honest. I just really didn't care enough to do this, but I know that someone's gonna, what you call it? They're gonna go ahead and be like, oh, it's right there. Okay, they're gonna like be like, David, you should know your stuff. I don't care, but I probably should. So, Rio and Gabby are sports selectively cultivated by the original Gabriella plants. Okay, and then as I'm looking through the Rio, look, let me show you. So I have this one, right? Now, mind you, it was just like, it's not always so variegated. This could literally trick me as a, what it actually is a Rio. I think this is a Rio, to be honest. It says that the Rio has elongated leaves, and this literally fits that definition. This is the one that's outside, and I have it against the wall. It is so beautiful. So beautiful. Look at his new leaf that's coming in. So crazy. Like, I'm just obsessed. Obsessed. I just want to show you, each little leaf is just so beautiful. This one. Oh my gosh. I think this is my, the elongated leaves, what they said helps a little bit, because I'm going to show you my other one. So I have two. Like I said, I have propagated them, and I believe this is what. Yeah, this is the one that came from the nursery from Gabriella's plants when I ordered it. You can see how elongated. Wow. Okay, that helps a lot. Honestly, that's gonna stick with me. I go based off the variegation, but it's kind of hard because I'm gonna show you my other ones, and it's a little difficult to see it, but just by saying that this one is longer and I do see it now, I can see that. So that's my Rio. Well, those are my Rio. They're really, really beautiful. I have them outside against the balcony. You know how I told you, if y'all watched my other videos, if you haven't, basically that I have a lot of plants on the balcony that I've propagated, because I just want to have a nice jungle in the balcony. But I do know we're gonna have 2 months of cold. We're really, really lucky. We have like 1 month or 2 months of freezing temperatures, so I gotta bring them inside to protect them. I'm not gonna bring all of them, but these are the ones I'm gonna go ahead and bring, and I'm keeping an eye on the ones that I got outside. But when I do bring them in, a lot of them, if I feel iffy with them, I'm gonna just do a complete repot and rinse, especially if I know they can tolerate it. These real philodendrons, they can tolerate it. They're gonna go in shock, but they should be fine. But honestly, like, there's so many things I can spray on them to make sure there's no pests in them. But these are the ones that I'm not gonna go ahead and give away, because these reels, see, now I'm really, really happy to say that, because I know I bought it, but I just didn't know which ones are, and I'm gonna show you my other ones that I have. But these two reels are just so beautiful, and we still have like 3 months of the growing season, and I know they're gonna grow really, really quickly and really, really beautifully, and I cannot wait for that. And I will possibly propagate them again, but I'm gonna put them back in the planter, because if you see, it's getting very like, I want it to be more fuller looking. I'm always into that aesthetic, which is kind of tricky with the singleniums, but yeah. So those are my Rios, right? Rios and the Gabby are patents by Gabriella's Plants. I need permission with that if you want to sell them. So I'm gonna show you my Gabbies. This is my Gabby, and this is like a show and tell and just some like history that I'm telling you about them. But in honesty, like how I propagate my plants. This is my Gabby that I propagated. I'm gonna show you the mother plants. People are always so scared about these, because if you give it a lot of light, they can actually go ahead and give you a full-on, you know, like white leaf, and the whiter it is, the harder it is to grow. It did this weird little birthmark thing, and I'm just obsessed with it. I don't know what I call it a birthmark, because it's unnatural, but it's there, and it's so beautiful. But that's how it's supposed to look, like very white and light green and just creamy. But I'm really, really proud of this, and I propagated it a lot. I did have some other ones, but I believe I gave one to my grandma and my mom. I'm not quite sure, because I know I gave one of them to my mom. Yeah, I think it was my mom, but it died on her, like, because it was still such a baby. Gabbies they take forever to propagate, and when I chopped this one, everybody was like, David, like, it's gonna take forever to grow back. And yeah, it did, but it did got really, really full, because this was literally only 2 plants, I believe, and now it's splitting up pretty nicely. It's one of the most nicest philodendrons, because their spacing between leaves are really close, which makes it look really, really nice. I hate it when they get leggy. I hate that. To some plants are an exception, but yeah, it's just really, really nice that I'm seeing my fruit from my labor, I guess you can say. And then this is the one that I propagated. This is the one I was gonna give to my mom. I haven't seen her for a couple weeks already. Everything's fine, but Yeah, I have it for her, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm getting attached to it. I knew that was gonna happen to me, but I'm just watching it grow every single day on the balcony, and every new leaf is just making me more in love with it. But I made a promise, even though my mom doesn't really care. She doesn't care that much about the plant. She cares more about the fact that I give it to her, you know? That's where the value comes from her. But like what I'm trying to say is like she's not really gonna see it like it's a Gabby. You know, she's gonna be like, oh, it's a beautiful plant. I'm like, yeah, it is. But I'm gonna give it to her. She better not kill it. Cause girl, this took me so long. You can literally see how long they take forever to propagate. But it is worth it, babes, if you have the patience for it. I don't even know if I told you as I was getting the plant, the Hoya dingly dongs scratched my lazy eye. This is my lazy eye. I don't know if you guys can tell, but you're gonna notice now. It literally scratched my weak eye, and the entire time I'm like, when I was getting my coffee in the other plants, girl, like, oh my gosh, yeah, I am in love with my Gabby. So that's the Rio and the Gabby. I'm gonna show you my cream splash. And I have another one. I actually bought both of these, and I have my receipts from Etsy. I got them from Green Escape. There's probably a mistake, I don't know. The more I look at them, the more my brain hurts. Okay, so basically, the Rio has longer leaves, which I can see. And then the Creme Splash basically has more, literally self-explanatory, it's more creamy. Like there's more white and there's more light green compared to dark green. So it's like more like variegated, like a Gabby, but like not a Gabby. I hope I don't lose you. It's just creamy, baby. Like it looks like it has like a lemon pie, you know? That's what it's kind of giving. I believe it's this one, and I think I'm starting to remember now. This is my Cream Splash. This is the one that was outside, and it gets a lot. See, yeah, you can see it right there. That's a Cream Splash. That's how the Cream Splash looks. The thing is, every new leaf that has been putting out, and I've had it outside for a while, and to be honest, the variegation is not really giving. The recent leaves are starting to look really, really nice, but I don't know, girl. I don't know. Like, this is the most petty thing I have ever seen. And I think, looking by the leaves, this was when I was extremely depressed. This plant was just like, ugh, whatever. But I've been putting it in a brighter spot in the balcony. You can start to see from that basic all green to that to this. Looks like a real, but it's not. It's a Cream Splash. And then this is its newest leaf. We're getting some nice chunks now. Like, you see, like, the middle part, it's like a little window of the lemon cream pie kind of vibes. That's how a Cream Splash is supposed to look. And this is my little Cream Splash. I will probably have to propagate it, but again, it is a really slow growing plant. You're gonna see a lot of plants that I propagated. I'm really, really proud of them. But to be really, really blunt with you, the only reason why they were so easy to propagate is because I did it on a little greenhouse that I bought from Amazon, 40 bucks. And I propagated a lot of plants. So, like, I'm not kidding, like, I can show you some. This is not part of my philodendron list, but my string of turtles that I propagated, a silvery splash Scandapsis, silvery ant Scandapsis, and these are like just from right in front of me. Tradescantii. It was just a perfect way to propagate a lot of my plants, but it took it down because for two reasons. It was taking up too much space, and then it was killing the vibes of my balcony jungle. And then number two, it is getting hot, girl, in Texas, and it was becoming into an air fryer without the air. So like an oven, it was literally becoming an oven inside, and the plants were starting to fry. So there was no point even having it. So I took it down, and yeah, I got a lot of use out of it, so I'm very, very fulfilled with that. But that's my Cream Splash, and I will probably have to propagate it next year, so I'm gonna let it get all long and nasty. But I will be really, really excited for next year if you're still here, and if I'm still here, I'm gonna go ahead and chop that up and make it more fuller, because my neck is starting to hurt. I do not like the vines just like that. I don't like a stanglet plant like that. I know there's some people that love that. Oh my god, there's this one YouTuber that loves it, and they, oh my gosh. No shade, but I'm just like, girl, I wish I was you, because every time I see that, I just want to chop it and fix it. But I do like it. I like it when my Scandapsis do it. That's my only exception. But my philodendrons, there is no excuse. And now. Okay, and then the next one, I believe, is my silver stripe. Silver stripe over here says patterns, green light green, sometimes white, then silver stripe dark green. Okay, so I got this Creme splash from Etsy as a little baby, and I also got my silver stripe from Etsy, and it's this one. It looks like a reel, but it is not. You don't see how elongated it is. Sometimes they look long, but it's not, you guys. The plant's just really funky. You see? It looks more like a heart than anything. But again, she's just been, oh my gosh, like they've been like, this is one, and I have a green hardy philodendron because of this one. It gave me a full-on green vine, and I was like, ew. So I just chopped it up, like, and I do it by nodes. So basically, this is a stem. Behind each leaf, there is a node, which basically means there's like an area root that can become into a soil root, or if you put it in water, or become into a water root, right? I don't know the technical terms, but it's basically self-explanatory with that. And then you have a whole new plant. So instead of chopping a vine and putting it all, which a lot of people would do back in the days, which I totally get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it. But it's up to you if you want to do that. But baby, I'm telling you, you're gonna get, but everybody has different aesthetics. If you want a nice fuller plant, you want more out of your buck and a nice, you know, just more full and lush, do it by nodes. I know it hurts, but I promise you, each leaf, just see it like each leaf, it's gonna become independent and they're gonna have their own freedom instead of sharing it with the rest, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and they have the potential to thrive a lot of the time. And if that vine that you chopped and you propagated died on you, I'm so sorry. But if it was by nodes and like one of them died on you, it's okay because you have like 5 more that are developing. So it's a win-win. And now I see a lot of people doing it by nodes. I'm not saying because of me, but a lot of people have been talking about propagating like that because that's the best method to propagate your philodendrons if you want to get more out of it, right? So my silver stripe philodendron, that's on that. Really proud of my philodendrons on those. And I'm gonna show you my green olive philodendron that I've got out of the silver stripe, and it's this one. I actually have 2 that I propagated in the balcony, but this one came out really nice. And I reused this planter, which I'm gonna show you the next philodendron that was in here that I got from, oh my god, excuse me, from a plant shop. This is so funny. I mean, I like it because I always wanted a green holy philodendron. They're just such a classic. Like, they're literally the definition of a classic girl. Just the beautiful heart, the dark green, not so loud, but not so boring. Just very her. Like, she's her own character, you know? It does need to clean up, but I have it outside because I want it to grow. And I did it by nodes. You can see how full it was. I love propagating, y'all. I really do. And I got rid of that ugly green vine. I made a new plant over here. So look at that. I don't have to buy a green philodendron, and I was debating on getting one because I don't have one and I wanted one. But I knew that girl was gonna revert on one of the vines, and I was like, let me just go ahead and wait until I got enough leaves to propagate to make a nice, beautiful 4-inch. And this is what we have. Awesome. This is, if you need an easy, I know people, that's the boring David, but it's told a lot because it is so reliable. It's so reliable, and I have no shame with recommending basic plants. I can recommend these some exotic, uncommon plants that are easy to look after. But to be really blunt with you, if I had to start on my collection again, it would always be this and a golden pothos. They're just such classics. And they give me so much nostalgia from my grandmas, and I love my grandma so much. I haven't seen them for a hot minute, but it's just good vibes. So I'm going like this. I went a little ahead over here, but I had to show you the difference between those because even I get them confused, and I'm probably still gonna get it confused. It's gonna take me a hot minute to stick it in my brain for a little bit, but I do know the Rio has longer leaves. I'm gonna just think the Rio, and the river is like a long thing, right? So that's the smartest name, and I'm happy. I don't always agree with the plant names. I mean, who am I? But I will give you a lot of, I give you a lot of points for that. Like, that was really classic and really smart to name that plant Rio, because that's how you got to find it, by the longer leaves. Credit, I'm gonna give credit where credit's due, period. All right, so next one is going to be my lemon lime philodendron, and girl, this plant, the way it is a goddess. Every time I see this plant, it's like it's coming to me with rays coming down, and I just hear that. I don't even want to do the sound, but you know what it's sound. You know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to do it. Hold on, it's gonna be so cringe. I can't even do it, girl. My body doesn't let me, and I'm so cringy. How does it do it? Like that. Like that. Every time I see this plant, because look. Every time a new leaf comes out, they always come out like gold. It already hardened off. It was this one, the newest leaf. And it's just so golden. And if you have morning light coming into your house, or when the sun goes down, like sunset light coming in, girl, these glow like gold. It's the most beautiful, heavenly philodendron out there. The green Harley philodendron is a classic. This one is heavenly for me, okay? Lemon lime philodendron, beautiful. Now, out of all the philodendrons, this is one that for some reason, I think it has to do with the fact that it doesn't have that much green. I don't know, it's all green, but it's like a neon green. It takes forever to propagate this one. I don't know why, but it is. Every time I propagate it, I just struggle. And I actually did propagate this one, and they actually rotted. So I don't really struggle. I don't really get rot with my propagations, but yeah, it's probably one that you're gonna have to do a little bit extra care, like putting it in sphagnum moss, letting it develop some roots instead of just sticking it on soil, like I did with a lot of these. And put it in a humid environment, in a warm environment. This one wants special care. Again, heavenly, so very delicate, right? But once it's established, it's a really easy plant to look after, and it is very rewarding and very beautiful. So I love this lemon lime philodendron. Some people get them confused between a neon and a lemon lime. Let me tell you the difference. The neon, actually I have it here. It's very thirsty, don't judge me. I always say it's better to underwater than overwater. I can water and it will perk back up. If it's overwatered, we're gonna have to deal with rot. Okay? And it just happened before people start coming after me. I don't know why I'm so defensive on my channel. I really gotta take a chill pill. Give me some time, y'all. I will like, see, that's why, because you're already judging me. I told you to judge me. But this is a neon pothos. A busted looking one. I'm so sorry, baby. I feel like in the Cat in the Hat when he like drops the whole thingy. And he's like, you know, I'm just kidding, baby. You know I love you. I hope y'all get that phrase. I really hope y'all got that, because I love that. I love Cat in the Hat. It's one of my favorite movies. But a neon pothos has, well, a pothos and a philodendron in general. A pothos has a teardrop shape, like when you're crying, right? And a philodendron has a heart shape, which is funny because the real has a very long heart. And the neon pothos, the neon is on the pothos, okay? The philodendron is a lemon lime. There's no neon philodendron. I have never heard such a thing, and that would be extremely confusing. But this is a lemon lime, okay? The pothos is a neon pothos, okay? But you name it however you want to name it, to be honest. Who am I to say anything, girl, to be honest? Okay, so that's on that one. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you one of my favorites. If you don't have this plant, you're missing out. It's my Brazil philodendron. I love me a good Brazil, and I've been seeing so many beautiful ones in the market that it's literally insane. So I love it. Again, mira. A whole green vine. It reverts, okay? Maybe they said it wasn't getting enough light. And all I gotta do is just like chop it back from its variegated leaf, which is this one, and then make this a little 3-inch or 4-inch pot of a green Harley philodendron. Boom, bullseye. But I'm gonna just leave it because I don't really care. If anything, it's gonna feed, it's gonna give nutrients. Since it's all green, it's irrelevant to me at this point. But yes, it doesn't really bother me. There's still so much variegated on it. There's some leaves that are just full on burn the boots down. It is just really beautiful, and I love a good Brazil. I always do, and I've been seeing some nice ones. I've been seeing some nice ones at the stores, and it's just so hard not to get it, but I already have one. It's an easy one to look after too, and propagate as well. But it's my Brazil. I love my Brazils. Now focus on the variegation, okay? Because I'm gonna show you the different plants, and it has a different variegation, but they look pretty similar. So these fungus nuts, I'm gonna literally become into a frog. That was a bad joke. Okay. The lemon lime variegation, the saturated version, right? It's in the middle, right? Now I have this other one that I have. It's called the Carnival. You can actually find them. I've heard stories. You can find it in the stores. I never have any luck, or maybe I just can't see. I'm blind. But I bought it, and it's the Carnival. It looks like a Brazil from a distance, but if you look closely, the darker variegation is in the middle. Look at that. And then it is so pretty. It is so pretty. This is a mother. She's a mother. I'm a mother. Look at that. Do you guys see the difference? Oh my God, look at that leaf. Yeah. What else I gotta say, girl? Like, it's just so beautiful. That's my Carnival. Y'all can tell the difference, right? It's the complete opposites on the variegation. Now, this matters for a collector like me, or a person that loves the little small details, but for a regular person, doesn't really give a damn, and that's good. That's okay. Okay? There's no bad thing about that, but I'm just showing you about that because there is a difference. And then this is one that I have propagated. Yes, I say it incorrectly, the term. Leave me alone. I have a very thick accent, like my ass. So, look at my Carnival. Again, I did it by nose. This one, I just choose, since I propagated it, I had more of a selection on the variegation. I caught it. Call me a ninja. I'm a ninja. And this is not the only one I propagated. I actually have another one outside on a bigger planter. That's right. It propagates really, really easily, you guys. And I love a good Brazil. And this is literally an upgrade because the variegation is more. It just pops more, I believe so. I really do think so. And it is just beautiful. And it actually grows a lot faster than the Brazil. If not the same pace, but maybe a little faster. I don't know. But yeah, it is just gorgeous. I love the detail. It just looks very, the contrast is really, really good. And like I said, I do have a bigger one, but I'm gonna leave it outside because I didn't have to get all of them. I'm just showing you the ones that I have propagated. As y'all can see, I really do propagate my philodendrons quite amount. I just love doing it because it helps the mother plant become into a nice fodder plant. I'm gonna just show you one more time. Like, look at this, you guys. If you have a Carnival, you would understand. And if you don't, I wish I can give you a cutting. Like, I really, really wish I can. If it was just 5 people, you know, I do see, YouTube now shows you like, I don't know if I want to throw a shade. Well, I guess in my account, it does not show who likes the videos or who dislikes my videos. It really does not show that, like your username. But what it does show is in your comment section, who comments the most. And I have my OGs that I see all the time. And if I have to give any cuttings, I will probably give it. But I do know I have my silent supporters that just watch my videos. They watch every single one of them and watch them all the way through the end. But they don't comment because they're shy. I call them, they even call themselves shy. But I appreciate you and I love you and adore you because y'all literally make this possible for me to be able to blabber about variegation on a video. But yeah, I would be so down to give out some cuttings on my plants because at some point I do not want to have 100 of these. So if anything, I will just ship out and just, I'll probably make you pay for the shipping, girl, because I'm not paying for that. But I would do it for love, like for the labor and like taking it to the mailbox. I don't really give a damn. Like I would love to do that like once a year. But you're paying for the shipping. I'm not paying for. Is that tax deductible though? No, it's not. I don't know, but oh. Carnival, it is beautiful and it's just so stunning. Next one I've also propagated, and I actually, the mother plant died. It was on a 4-inch. I got it for clearance, but it died, but I took some cuttings out of it and I propagated it. And the thing is, I placed it on a planter. Like, some people are not gonna believe me, but if you watch my videos months back, you would have saw it when it was just 2 leaves in there, and now it has grown a lot. And it's one that I've always wanted for a very, very long time, but it grows like shit. Now it does amazing, and it is my Brandi philodendron on a cruciform planter. I love reusing planters. You're gonna see it a lot. I have no shame in it. I don't give a crap. It is eco-friendly. This is my Brandi, and I think the only reason why it grows wonky, you guys. Like, it needs support, and to be honest, it's supporting on itself. And also this is why it looks pretty good. But the leaves as well, they get really small really, really fast if they don't feel some sort of support. Me. So The more light you give it, it's outside. I think the bright and direct light that it's getting, the humidity that it's getting, and the warmth that it's getting, and then the support that it's getting, it has made it explode in growth and put out some nice, reasonable size leaves. It was, Brandies grow really wonky. They need like something to climb on or like something to latch on. But yeah, and it honestly looks a lot like if you just bought it from the store, which I'm kind of proud of, and it's gonna go even more insane, to be honest. There's gonna be some people I can read to the comments, and the trolls are gonna love this that I'm saying this, but they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you bought that, where you bought that? No girl, I made it, girl, I made it. Coastal Farm doesn't sell brandies. I don't think they do. I have never in my life seen Coastal Farm selling brandies, and I've done plant shopping for like 6 years. I'm not kidding. I've never seen a brandy. I've seen a Variegated Hoya compacta, but I've never seen a brandy. The ones that only sell brandies in the big box stores is Urban Jungle. Those are the only ones, and I love that. I love it when competitors, they're not like competing with the same plant. Oh my gosh, I like it when they have their own, you know, like they try to push out something new, which is nice. It's really, really nice when they do something like that, because so next one, I guess I'll just show you this one. Oh, we're going like this, right? I forgot. Okay, this is going to be a little one. So when I got it, it was the tiniest little baby, and I didn't know what it was until it started to grow. Now I know what it is, because a lot of you have told me. It's a variegated green congo philodendron. The words are probably misplaced, like unorganized, but it's a philodendron. It's a green congo, but it's a variegated one, and I got it for free. So Green Escape, which I know a lot of people hate them. I hate them too, y'all. But I went back with them because like I just miss them. It's like a toxic relationship. No, but look, like hear me out. Like stop. Like look, they sell really, really cheap plants, and they're usually really uncommon, but they're starters. So a lot of bad things happen. But it's kind of like it's the risk, you know? Yeah, but do I recommend it? No. But if you are okay, this is so degrading. If you're okay, sometimes it could either go really good for you or it could go like this. Bad customer service, dead plants, a plant that's barely alive, or like it's such a baby that it's gonna die within days. And again, bad customer service, or stress because your package got lost, because I've experienced all of them. If you're okay risking that, go for it. I did last week. I placed an order. I'm sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. Look, I'm gonna give you a little tip. If they do not want to refund your money and the plants came out like shit, call your bank. Okay, last time I checked, I didn't buy for no dead plants. Okay, and in the description box, it don't say there's a risk your plants are gonna come in dead. I don't think so. I said damage. And I do think they have like a refund. You gotta double check on the refund policy. But yeah, so like always read the fine print, stuff like that, right? Yes, so in the winter time, I don't know why. I guess because like they had so many and they were just trying to get rid of them. I don't know what the business. I can think of some things, but I'm not going to because I don't really care. They had like buy 6 plants and you get 1 for free, and like you can get 12 plants, you get 2 for free. They had like that thing going on, and like it would be like a mystery. Like you can't pick the plants, but you can pick the species. So it'd be like a mystery anthurium, or a mystery alocasia, or a mystery philodendron. I got the philodendron and I got the alocasia. Actually, I think the one I got for free died, but this one has thrived, and I didn't really know. It's actually really, really beautiful. I've seen some mature ones, and y'all see the new leaf, right? It's getting nice and big, and I see a little new sprout coming in the very middle. I'm so excited. It's one that is literally starting to grow on me a little bit, and I think I swallowed a fungus gnat. Protein. It's a really, really pretty one, and I'm just obsessed with the variegation, you guys. I've seen some nice big ones. And I'm just like, I cannot wait for this one to go like that. And it was for free. And then on top of that, it's actually like a pretty uncommon plant. Proven Winners is gonna be started pretty soon. Yeah, I heard, who did I heard it from? Oh, this really cute. Cute as in like, I like his content. I got a husband, girl, it's not like that. This guy from TikTok, I forgot his name. I'm not good with names, girl, okay? But he was saying on Proven Winners, they're releasing, I think the Mint Monstera and the Philodendron Carnival Marble, which they also sell on Green Escape, and I was so tempted on getting it. Actually, I did bought it. It came in dead, but I got my refunds. I think so. I'm pretty sure I got my refunds. Yeah, because I would have thrown a B fit. It was really disappointing though. But yeah, they gave me my refund. Still pretty expensive from them. It's like $50. They put their pens a lot on sale. And I know. I've heard it so many times already, but I'm not going to do it. What is it called? Palm Street. They also sell in there, and they sell their pens pretty cheap and stuff like that. Like it's like a live like auction kind of stuff, and or like a sale. No, but yeah, I love that little green variegated green congo philodendron. It's super cute. I also got this one from them. I thought it was gonna come into me like a little propagation, like a rooted leaf like that, you know, but they give it to me like a tissue culture. I'm not playing with you. It was literally these 3 leaves that came in the mail. Not with the fungus nuts, that's me. But oh my gosh. So yeah, I gotta do that treatment. I've been so lazy with the mosquito bits. I've just been lazy, but I gotta do that. I gotta do what I gotta do. So yeah, but as you can see, it has grown a lot, and it's my variegated green heartleaf philodendron. I don't know why they did it tissue culture. I guess because it's cheaper. I don't know. This plant propagates easily and it grows like wildfire. It really does. If you give it a lot of light and the temperature and the humidity, it grows like no one's business. So yeah, it's just doing really beautifully. I love this one. And this is also one of my little Halloween plants that I love. I can't wait to do a little Halloween video on the collection of like stuff like that, you know. It almost has the same variegation as the Mojito Syngonium. Beautiful. So that's on that. And then I also have my little Micans. I have the mother plant outside, but she's very leggy. I'm gonna have to probably fix her. I don't know. I kind of like the way she looks, to be honest. I don't know why the Micans, it looks like art a little bit. So, but I did propagate the Micans. It's just a philodendron Micans. It is all honestly really beautiful, and it grows beautifully. And it has a very velvet kind of leaf. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen it, but if you have not, it's a little bit life-changing when you see it in real life, because it's like, wow, nature is beautiful and it does the most beautiful things, right? So that's the Micans. Next one is this one. I don't really know quite sure what this one's called. I don't know. I had the name somewhere, but it's a philodendron. I'm pretty sure I looked up the name before, but I just forgot. I just didn't really care. But I do like it. And to be so blunt with you, I'm not always about this. I do like how in the back it has the red. I love that detail. I'm very like that. Like I'm a big foliage person. I'm not a flower person. And I like when there's small details in the plants because it makes it exciting, right? Well, for me. So this is one of the cases that I got it for the planter. Look, Urban Jungle has me on chokeholds with the designs. They don't really reach out to me at all. I'd be kissing their behind way too much. But I give credit where credit's due, girl. You know what I'm saying? I'ma just say it how it is. I always do. You don't really gotta pay me, girl, because if I like it, I love it. And I love their planters. I saw the new designs, not a fan. But I do like how they try to change it up a little bit. You know, yeah, I get it. It's literally like fashion for them, right? And it changes between the seasons and the years. I'm stuck in this era. I like the boho aesthetic. Like I can literally see them with this kind of design. And like the shape, this is from Walmart, the planter. Pretty cheap, like $3. Separate. But no, it's probably together. I'm not quite sure, honestly, but it was pretty cheap. And like some like design on this, right? I love that. I love that one too. Oh, you guys can't really see it. My Zenzi at the very top. This one with my finger. Love. I love that. If y'all watching, I'm just kidding. What, girl? Think how I feel a little bit. Like I mean, they like my post every now and then on Instagram. But y'all gotta go back with that aesthetic, girl. I love that aesthetic. I mean, who am I, right? But girl, it was really cute. It was really cute. I bought that because of the planter. It was just so cute, and also because the plant. I don't really have it, that's why I got it. And the planter was just so cute. I paid, and the price was really, really good. $13.98. That's but now it's like the cost of a combo. But honestly, this planter will last me a lot longer than a combo. That's a fact. I love this planter. I just want to collect them all. If I had the money, I would, but no. I'm irresponsible. But yeah, that's that for the philodendron. I'm not quite sure. That's one that you can't really propagate by nodes. I mean, you can. That's one. And it reminds me of the same as another one, but I will show you later on about that one. Okay, this one has done really, 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 really good. And I got this one at a nursery that I'm probably gonna have to go back pretty soon. I like to go once a month, right? It's this one, a El Choco red philodendron. A lot of you have told me that it is not called that. I'm not quite sure. But it was sold to me as El Choco red philodendron. And I do have it on a moss pole. And it has just given me this new leaf. And I think it is gorgeous. I love when philodendrons give off a very luxury, velvety, big old leaf. And it is getting big. It is not sticking to the moss pole at all, but it's there, you know, and I love it. I love this so much, you guys. It's just so cute. I love it so much. I love it. Look at it. And look at it. Girl, it grew so much. Like, I promise you, it almost came out like this size. And I was like, whatever. I mean, you're still kind of cute. But it expanded and it got big. I don't know how big it's gonna get. I'm just so excited. And the back, you guys. Oh. There's a philodendron Variegated. Oh my gosh. There's some that have like a little fur in the back. I want that one so bad. And there's different kinds. Oh my gosh. And there's one that's also a sunset philodendron. I saw it on this girl's Instagram. Ah! I need that one so bad. But I'm very patient. And also, I don't have that kind of money right now to just be splurging. I mean, low-key, really fully transparent. I did got credit card increases on my credit cards. But I know not to go ahead and go on Etsy and go crazy with that. I know I should not, because it took me a lot of effort to get out of credit card debt. My next stage is the IRS. But yeah, they got me messed up with those credit card increases. I really want to get those philodendrons. Oh my god. It's so hot. But like, I just tell myself, David, you have enough plants at home. Put that energy on the ones at home, girl. At some point, the ones that you do want, they're gonna drop in price even more. So it's okay. You've seen this time and time again. So like, calm down. And that's what I tell myself when I calm myself down. But it is, I love philodendrons. And I know there was like a little era with them, like big philodendron leaves with like very insane designs like that. I miss that. I don't know. I don't know. But it's just so sexy. It's just, they're so insanely beautiful. Like, I love that. I really do. Like, it's insane. It's insane. So I love my El Choco red philodendron. I can probably get that one, but I'm not going to because like, no. Alrighty, next up is going to be this one. This is my Sun Sunrise philodendron, and I actually have propagated this one as well because I wanted it to get more bushy. I actually paid $35 for it on Facebook Marketplace, which is not a bad place. That too, but it wasn't a bad price. And I chopped it because I wanted it to have a backup insurance, and I do. I have it on the balcony, and it's doing okay. It's thirsty, but it's doing okay. And it also splits. So instead of one little shoot, I have two. I have this one, and they're getting so much light that it's doing this. Just full on neon, and I don't really like that. The one outside did the same thing too. I put it away from the light, and it put out a better leaf, which is, I like this. You know, I like that. I really, really do. It's so beautiful. This one also did had aphids. Oh my gosh. But I sprayed it a lot heavily with neem oil, and it helped. I don't see them anymore. Yeah. Neem oil is not an all go-to, like I have said about it years back, but it does help a lot. If you lazy like me, it helps, girl. But the best method is always getting really in there with like rubbing alcohol or like insecticide soap, that kind of stuff, right? So, but it's a beautiful one, and I am probably gonna go ahead and chop it. All I do is I look for a node like that, and then I chopped it right over here, and then it will split, and then the top cutting I'll put it in a new planter, and boom, I have another one. So I will see myself doing that, because this one will just get like that, just like with the PPP, the pink princess philodendron. I don't like when philodendrons do that. They just go all the way up. There's philodendrons that go up like that. There's philodendrons like the Brandi that need support. They can vine down, but they'll look ugly. And then there's the philodendrons that just vine down like a Brazil or like a Rio or like you know, a cream splash. So, and they look pretty good when they like vine down, or like a lemon lime. So, but yeah, this one is one of those that I'm gonna have to go ahead and chop and then put it back in here and just make it like a nice, make it look like a bouquet. That's the goal. That's the goal. So love me a good sun tie rise philodendron. It's beautiful. And I believe there's a golden goddess philodendron that they got it from that, but they stabilize it to look all neon. Costa Farm sells it or has sold it. I haven't seen them anymore. It's an okay philodendron. It's okay. If I see it, I might get it. You know what I just noticed? I do not have a silver sword philodendron, nor the variegated silver sword philodendron. I've had them before, but again, it's one of those that needs something to climb on, and I can only do so much of that. I don't like that. If I had skylights, yeah, but I don't. I have grow lights like that, but I use them for my trees that I have. So I just gotta be really, really realistic, and it's just too much. But yes, the silver sword philodendron, as well the Jose Bueno and the Pariso Verde. I had them before. I think I had the Pariso Verde, but not the Jose Bueno. And they're just beautiful. They're so, yes, I'm very hairy now. I gotta go ahead and get a wax. They're just very, 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 very stunning. But they need something to climb on, and I do not have that. Maybe down the line, I would just dedicate a section in the apartment with like another grow light on top, and with like all the other grow lights that I have. I'm gonna have to figure it out, but it's beautiful. I love philodendrons, but I can only do so much of that. So I envy you if you have them on moss poles, something to climb on, and I envy you so bad. Like, I just want to see your pictures and look at them. Not give an evil eye, but just admire the labor that you put into it and how much resource it takes to literally have it looking like that. But it's just amazing. So next up is going to be this one. This is one of my favorites, and I'm so happy that I got it. I got it from Gabby's Plants online, and it has grown a lot. I got it as a 4-inch, and I placed it on a 6-inch. And I have it on this as a cash pot. This is an 8-inch, and I'm probably gonna have to pot it up in here. It's a crawler. There's those philodendrons as well, I forgot that. There's the ones that vine down, like the Brazil. There's the one that just go all the way up like a PPP, or like a Birkin, or a sun tie rise philodendron. And then there's those, I think a Brandi too. But then there's also the crawlers. I love the crawlers. I have there's another species, and there's another philodendron that I have in the balcony, but it has spider mites. I've never dealt with philodendrons and spider mites, but the leaves are so velvety that it has them. I forgot what it's called though. God, Glorosium. I have the philodendron Glorosium. Probably pronounced it incorrectly. I'm so sorry, but you know what? Philodendron Glorosium. Okay, just even put on Google and it will correct like the name. I have it outside, and it's doing pretty good. But it just sucks because I really wanted that one so bad, but it had spider mites, and I don't like dealing with spider mites. But that's a crawler. This one is also a crawler, and it's called a Summer Glory philodendron. The reason why is because it puts out these new leaves. This is it has multiple little plants in here, but this is one little plant in here. Like a very saturated, sometimes it looks even more saturated. Leaf, and then it hardens off to a green. Here's another new leaf coming in. You can kind of see it like that. You see that? It kind of gives it like a Starburst kind of candy like color, and then it hardens off. But what I love about it is I love putting it at the bottom, and look at that. The most beautiful leaves, and they just stay nice and big, which I love. I love crawlers. I haven't dealt with issues with them yet. I've heard some complaints about the crawlers, but I'm gonna see what happens. But as of right now, I'm in love with it. Y'all are probably wondering, what are you gonna do once this starts to grow out? We're gonna have to figure it out. It's probably gonna have to crawl on the bottom, girl. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I like to put it on the bottom of my on my countertop. There's like a little lip. I don't know what you call it, but we usually put chairs in there. But I don't put chairs because we have a dining table and we don't need that much chairs. And I put grow lights at the bottom, and I have that one right there. I will just have it crawling on the bottom like that. It has like light. So really awesome. I love a summer glory philodendron, and I don't really know if I can see a variegated one of those. I just like how the leaves look. They already look so beautiful. But yeah, that's one that I think I'm okay with it not being variegated, to be honest, because I think it would just be way too much. So we got 4 more to go. We're almost done. I'm gonna go pretty fast. So this is my snowdrift philodendron. I believe I got this from Gabriella's Plants as well. My go-to, you guys, is Gabriella's Plants. Their customer service is top tier. Okay, they're just top tier. My other go-to place, it's Etsy, specifically Green Escape. I'm so sorry. But the prices are pretty good. The plants are really nice. And 7 out of 10, I have an okay experience. And the plants, I have them, you know, plants that I don't really see in the big box stores. But this is a beautiful snowdrift. It kind of grows wonky. I had it in a weird spot. I can see why it probably grew like that, but it has beautiful, like it's just very interesting foliage, you know? I like the name. The name really does match it. But I hope se regla, like it fixes itself, because it does not look that cute. Up close, it does. But far away, it's like, what are you doing? And I don't think this is a crawler. I think it just needs support to go up, and then I'll start putting out the leaves more organized, you know? Alrighty, the next one is going to be my Variegated Ring of Fire. This is a girly pop that has been with us. A very wanted plant, but now it's cultured, and almost everybody and their mama has one, which is really cool, because I see them almost in every single video out there, and they look so nice. I just hope mine can get that big, and they're honestly so easy to look after, which makes me super duper happy. Here's mine. I got it as a 6-inch, and I have grew it out this big. I have dealt with mealybugs with this one, but I just wipe them down and they go away. But beautiful. It's one of those cool ones. I like how the leaves look like a saw, you know, like a knife or something. Very beautiful, and the variegation is very nice as well. So love the Variegated Ring of Fire. There's the variegation a lot of time can differ a little bit, but it's really nice. Next one's going to be my Silver Cloud Philodendron. I got this one at a plant shop. I have it in a cruciform planter because it fits nicely on the 6-inch one that I repotted it on, and then I use it as a catch pot. But this is her, and it has malice. It's okay, but it's doing really good. And I just love how like she doesn't really do that much. When I got her, it did have like only 2 leaves, but they were really tiny, and they already like died off. So now I have these nice big old beautiful healthy leaves, and I think it's a crawler as well. This is its newest leaf, and it's big, and it has a new one coming in, and I cannot wait to see how big it's gonna take. It's taken a hot minute to push out, and I feel like because it's going to be a big leaf, which I'm really hyped. And I also love how the stem has these little waves. That is literally so cool. It's like the leaf is already extremely impressive, and when you look back at it, it's even more impressive. And it's like, wow, literally such an underrated plant. Silver Cloud Philodendron, y'all. I got it from, where's the planter? I told you guys I got it from oh, here it is. It was on this planter, and I got it for $35. It was labeled as Philodendron pastazenum. I looked it up online, but it fits more with the Silver Cloud from what I looked up on the research. But yeah, that's like the basic name. Like, you know how we call Centivarias snake plants? That's like the silver cloud for this one. But if you look up silver cloud philodendron, you're gonna find that one. You're gonna find the actual technical name, which is probably that, but I just don't bother with that. So last but not least is my white princess philodendron. There is a wizard and there's a knight. Proven Winners sells, I believe, all three, but I do know they sell the I don't even know. But here's this one, and the way I can tell, I just looked it up online. I got it really busted, to be honest, but it's just been doing what it can do. It gave me this new leaf, which is okay, but what I love the most is the stem. The princess has pink in the stem, as you can see. Like somebody just got like a pink highlighter and just injected it in it. But it doesn't look that bad. It could look better, but it's pretty cool. There's some nice looking leaves. It is what it is. So, and I actually have a tab on my computer and I can show you guys. Those are all the plants, you guys. Those are all of my philodendrons. I think the next collection that I have a lot is pothos, and then next is Hoyas, and then next is Anthuriums, like literally in that order. And then Begonias, and then Scindapsus. Yeah, let me know if you want to see another of these kind of videos. But basically, the difference between the princess has, according to Reddit, green stems with white stripes and pink sheds. Just a lot of pink in it, right? The white knight philodendron has brown stems with white stripes. Okay. And then there's a white wizard philodendron, which is green stems and white stripes, just green on white. That's it. That's the wizard, right? I've seen some really, really pretty ones on the Home Depot, to be honest. They're really, really nice. And I believe it's from Proven Winners. They have some really nice ones out there. But that is basically it, you guys, on my entire philodendron collection. I don't really know if Seva Blue is a philodendron. I thought it was a pothos, but I think it's a philodendron, to be honest. Those are already known. Just look at me, they're like, you're so dumb. I know. It's a pothos anyway. It's a pothos, specifically a variety of Epipurium. Yeah, I got a lot of pothos. But I hope you guys enjoyed this of all the philodendrons in my collection, where I got them from, how much I paid for some of them, and why some of them are just so beautiful. Like that Carnival is insane, and where you can get them from as well, right? Let me know which is one of your favorite philodendrons in your collection right now that I have not listed in here. I stalk it online and just look at them and see if it's in my budget. But yeah, thank you so much, and positive vibes to each and every single one of y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.